When most people first turn 18, they don't have a credit score at all. They're essentially credit invisible. However, last year on my son's 18th birthday, his credit score was over 750, and just a month later, it was 794. He'd never had any type of mortgage or never taken out any kind of loan. So how did he have a credit score above the average 40-year-old American? Well, we used a simple, legal, bank-approved method called the Authorized User strategy. Today, I'll show you exactly how we set that up. I'll tell you the exact rules I put in place so that he couldn't ruin mine and my wife's credit. And we'll tell you how we used that score to get his first credit card, the Chase Freedom Rise. So what actually happens when you add someone as an authorized user? Well, when I log into my American Express or Chase accounts and I add my son, I'm essentially telling the bank, hey, give him a card and I'll cover the bill. And that's it. The credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, they don't care who pays the bill. They just see that the entire length of the history, the high credit limits, all the on-time payments have effectively been copy-pasted from me to him on his blank credit file. It's essentially like letting him put CEO experience on his resume just because he shadowed me at work one day. But the thing is, you can't just put him on any card. If you put him on a card that has a missed payment 3 years ago, he's going to inherit that bad data. You're going to do more harm than you are good. So here's the 3 criteria we use to ensure that our son had the best possible score. First, age is king. We put him on our oldest open accounts, typically 10 plus years. Second, utilization. We only added him to our cards that were always 10% or less, which was almost all of them. And third, on-time payment history, 100% all the time. Now, a lot of times you'll hear people give the advice to put your child as an authorized user on the card, but to throw away the card and not let them touch it. But that's not what we did. We gave our son the card. We had an arrangement, an agreement. The card wasn't for his fun, it was for our convenience. If he had a doctor's appointment that his mother or me couldn't go to, he used that to pay his copay. If we needed something from the grocery store and he was already out, he'd stop at the grocery store and pick it up and put it on that card. Or if he just wanted to grab a bite to eat, he would either put it on his debit card or put it on that card, get us some points, and then send us the money for it. The key is that using the card taught him the logistics of using credit, that it's not just free money, and the strategy worked exactly as we expected. By the time he was applying for his own credit, he was effectively starting at the finish line. That's a super prime score. That score automatically qualifies him for the best mortgages and the lowest interest rates in the country. And it cost us $0 to give that to him. But that 794, it's fragile. I mean, the banks aren't stupid. They know that an 18-year-old can't have 10 plus years of credit history. So we had to make that score permanent. We had to show that he could manage his own debt. That's why he applied for the Chase Freedom Rise. It's a great starter card. No annual fee, 1.5% cash back, and eventually it'll get upgraded to a Chase Freedom Unlimited. And thanks to using the authorized user strategy and him having a Chase Teen checking account, his application wasn't a gamble. It was a formality. So the lesson is simple. If you're a parent with good credit, you have a superpower. You can take that good reputation and transfer it directly to your child. You don't have to be rich, you just have to be responsible. Now that my son has his own Chase Freedom Rise, that 794 credit score, well, it's his to either grow or destroy. But at least he's starting with a head start that takes most people decades to achieve. And that's it. Thanks for being here. I'm Ritchie, the CEO. If you're interested to know how I manage my thousands of dollars in annual fees, be sure to check out my last video where me and my wife flew out to Austin, Texas to have Spencer Johnson audit our credit card annual fees in person. There's some editing and sound issues with the video, but it's pretty informative. So if you're interested, go check that out. Again, thanks for being here. If you like it, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. Have a good one.